Do you reckon anybody has ever pointed out to the repeal the 19th women shouldn't vote crowd that when they tell us that we can't vote because we're too angry and we're too emotional and we're not smart enough and we're too agreeable, and therefore all those things mean that we can't adequately and successfully contribute to political conversation and elect a leader because we're just going to get it wrong, then why do you want us raising your kids? If we're not smart enough and we're not capable enough to elect a leader, to have a say in what goes on politically in our countries, why do you want to leave us for the majority of the time to rear your children, many of whom are boys who are going to grow up to do the voting, because of course us women aren't allowed? Why do you want us to be the primary nurturers, to be the people who have the primary amount of influence on your child? If we have all of these terrible characteristics, why would you want us imparting those on your offspring? That doesn't make a lot of sense.
So Sydney Thotson is trying to get people in this gotcha argument where she's trying to say, well, women are too stupid to vote. They must be too stupid to raise your children. Duh. And you can tell this is a woman who's never had a family or has never had a man that she wanted kids with. And here's where the major flaw in your argument is, Sydney, is we can trust you to raise our kids because we're there to correct you. You're really just the middle management that handles the day-to-day operations and handle the small disciplinary actions that come up that both of you have agreed on. Because once upon a time, women used to marry the good men, and those are the virtues that you'd want to pass on. So it's not like we left you to your own whims. The groundwork for the parenting was already laid out by the man, as you should have been the leader that you would want to follow his instructions. And you know what, Sydney? When we leave it to you, we get girls cutting off their tits and guys in dresses. And that's the major difference between you voting and you raising our family. You have male leadership in one and not in the other. You can tell us the things we want to hear, but we can't see how you vote until it's too late. But we can see when our kids start acting funny and course correct there. But all this is kind of a moot point anyways, as kids spend most of the day out of school. So it's not like really either one of the parents are really raising the kids. But I will give her a little caveat that she is right, that women nowadays can't be trusted with either one. So in that regard, Sydney, you're right. They can't be trusted to vote or raise kids. So we really should just take away both. And that would solve a lot of the problems we're having today.